Hi, my name is Darlene. Thanks for viewing. I want to discuss how I feel today about joining David Allen Capital. David Allen Capital, I still feel here it is years later. I still, I had a rocky start, but the rocky start wasn't the company; it was me. One thing about joining the company, any company, there's a blueprint already out, and you have to go with the blueprint. What I did, and I want other people to watch out for, is all the noise around a new opportunity. Now, when I first had the opportunity, of course, with most opportunities online, they give you a Facebook group page. Now, when you're new, that group page can be overwhelming because there's too much information coming in. They train you well. They have information coming at you all the time. But when you're new, you get a welcome letter. That welcome letter is something that is golden for new people. I'm telling you, I think the first 30 days you should just go through the steps on the welcome letter. You go through those steps, you only got maybe 4 hours of training. Of course, you're going to spend more time getting, learning what they have. They offer everything for a business, from loans to medical pay processors. And when I started, I was like a one shop fit all. But as I grew in my marketing and I continue to learn about marketing, that's my first love, marketing. And that being said, any business that you're into, you should learn how to market it. But one thing I did learn, and I want to help whoever's going to start the business, come on board. You're paying 2 grand, 3 grand to learn how to make money online. And these people aren't charging you anything except your time and sheer willingness to be successful. And I've even after I joined, I went into a paid program. And no matter what, David Allen Capital trains you thoroughly, and someone's always there to help you. Their support is untouched, unmatched. You can email them. Someone will get back to you and always answer. I hate to say it this way, but do not go to that Facebook page for help. Once you know what you're doing, then you can maybe mentor someone and go on the Facebook group page. When you're new, you have a serious question, you want to move on to the next and get fast, good information, go to the support. Okay? So, first of all, they have good services. My suggestion to you is to pick one. Because now once you choose one, that now you become a specialist in one area. And then that way all your marketing could be geared to a certain group of people. If you're trying to attract everyone, you're going to get nothing. I did that, and I was looking for everyone. And then that was a problem. Now when I start niching down and start looking for a group, you know, then I start getting traction. And I'm like, "Oh, I have to be a specialist." That's like if you want your hair done, you're going to get the person that does that particular job the best many times over to do your hair. If you have a Mercedes, you're going to a Mercedes shop to repair that car. You're not going to go to the Bob's on the corner. Right? Same thing here. When you go into David Allen Capital, you're going to sign up. They're going to give you a welcome letter. You hold on to that. You save it, and you're going to go through each steps. Go through each training just the way they have it. Just don't go through it just to go through it. Not like you watch TV. Your brain is cut off, and you're just sitting there, not even thinking. You know, go through the training to understand it. Because once you go through it to understand it, it is thorough, right? Then you can move on to the next. About time your 4 hours is up. About time you go through whatever time it takes. Everyone learns at a different pace. We know that. Once you move on, then you're going to understand how you get paid. Now, how you get paid? I know you're going to pay attention to that, but how you get paid is pretty awesome because either way, I don't want to mess it up for you. But long as you're active, that person is active, they do something, you can get. Long as you're active when you bring people in, you make double amount of money. And I mean, there's no chargebacks. There's just money coming to you. So get good. I mean, once you hit one, that's not going to take care of you the rest of your life. Treat it like a job. You're self-employed, but treat it like you treat a job. When you're giving other people your 8, 10, 11, 12 hours a day, you give them your blood, sweat, and tears where you can spend 4 hours a day and make more money and build your own income, build your own team, build your team. This year, I'm really concentrating on building a team. I had people join under me. It's always a nice surprise, but I'm doing it with a purpose. I did different things before. This is, I have to drop some of those things off the side because, like I said, I was running around like a chicken with no head, and that's no good. And I'm niching in. I'm getting tighter in what I'm doing, and I definitely want to grow a business on purpose. I mean, because when you're out here with social media, you can still grow a business, but it's a surprise. I want to help people along a little better. Now that, the more knowledge that I get, the more knowledge I want to share, and there's people that can't afford to go to college. If you can't afford a college tuition, right? And how many people really can? Not a lot. And then you're still paying it back after that and then still can't get a job. Join David Allen Capital instead of going through that drama, especially if you don't know where you are, or at least join it while you're going to college. There's businesses everywhere. And what I like, I don't know how other people, how they would start, but how I would start is doing the loans. Because those personal loans, they even take care. You can even have a loan for an individual worker, like a Uber driver, hairstylist, barber. You can get loans for them as well as the brick and mortar business, the larger business, trucking companies, bakeries, dentist offices, I like the loans. Then of course, if they need processors and everything, or maybe that you've been in the field of pay processors and you're more comfortable in that area, or maybe you've been in the field with medical insurance and you like the products that they have, the health plans that they have. Go where you're comfortable at. I used to be in real estate. I had a hair salon, so I love small businesses. So that works for me, the loans, the capital, because I understand what it feels like to be able to need capital for your business and don't qualify, or they want you to put up a house to get this money. Now there's other options. I mean, you don't even really have to have you can have like a 450 credit score. And if you're a Uber, say you're an Uber driver, you're bringing in at least $3,000. You got to at least bring in $3,000 at a minimum. If you're an independent worker to get a loan, you're going to get maybe 25. You're going to get 25% of your revenue that you bring in is what you qualify for. And then the larger businesses, of course, you can qualify for more. Small businesses. I mean, you can qualify up to 2 million, depending on the size of your business. Okay. And that's not to intimidate anybody for applying, because you can get small amounts for individual workers. Like I said, that's the area I decided to go in because, I like businesses and I can, walk up when I'm in business is something I can do. If while I'm there being a consumer, I can at least offer my services or let them know, hey, I'm around, and that's all you have to do. You're not selling anything. You're offering to help. Hey, you got a beautiful business here. I come here often, and I'm just letting you know that I'm around. If you want to expand, think of me first. Here's my card. And so now you've been buying your coffee at this same place, or you've been having lunch at this same place. You're letting them know. And that's what you do. And then there's social media. You can have a social media account. The Instagram is great. You can make your memes all about a certain area. Pick the area you want to be in. Make your memes, and then in your bio have your link. So it's not that hard. uh, Sign up for the partnership. It's free. Go through the training. Now, at least if you go through the training, you sign up. Now you have another skill for free that can take care of you. You're not ready to do that? Fine. Spend the time to learn. Don't sit in front of that TV and do nothing. That TV is programming. It's paid programming, all right. Programming you not to use your brain and to stay in this negative cycle of building other people's business. Build your own business. Build your own business. Build your own mind. Build your mind. Study. It's 4 hours. You can go through it. And then finally, so much information. Then go on after you understand how the business works. You get your cards. They got these nice larger size cards you'll see in the resource center. But nowadays, it doesn't, I can't say nowadays. With this company, you don't have to go broke. You don't have to be on payment plans. You don't have to exhaust what little funds you have to be in this business. That being said, what we get for free, we take it for granted. Don't drop the ball and take this for granted. You got to think of this like you think about your body. If you take it for granted and you mistreat it, it's going to turn on you. If you don't take advantage of this while it's free, you may lose the opportunity. Things change all the time. You never know when they decide something could happen and they say, well, okay, this is going to be paid training now. I'm not saying they're going to do that, but you really don't know. While it doesn't cost you a dime except to pay for your marketing, your cards, get the free education. There's people making more money than they made in their business, in their dentists are coming into David Allen Capital to help other dentists. That says a lot. While you have professionals knowing that this is a stand-up company, a stand-up business, and businesses need this, you're just learning how to market to people. I mean, once they go to the website, those professionals taking the ball from there. You're not doing anything, but you're the sort of like the broker. But it's your own agency. Go. I'm going to leave a link. Join the partnership. I'll be glad to have you on the team. But more importantly, I'll be happy to know that someone else has another resource that they can depend on to make income for their family and for their future. All right? No job is promised. But you working for yourself and wanting your household to have income, that you can depend on. That you can depend on, because that's what you're gonna always want. You're gonna be ambitious about that. All right? But building somebody else's business, guess what? I'm not saying walk away from your job. If you have a good job, fine. But in your spare time, you better be educating yourself on this business. And no matter where you go, whenever you take a break from the day job, building someone else's business, you build yours. Go to Instagram, go to Facebook, go on YouTube like I'm doing now. And let people know this is what you do. You need me? This is what I do. I help people. I direct people to helping their business stay there. Your stove broke down? Come get a loan because you're making a certain amount of money anyway. Don't stop making that money. Get this loan. You'll have this money tomorrow if you qualify. And guess what? Once they get their money, you get your money. So when you sign up, there's something called relevant. Reliant. I can't think of the name. Either way, you want your money, you sign up for that and you're going to get a card. And when they pay you, you can go right on that card or they can do direct deposit. Okay. But when you join in, when you sign up with the partnership, keep that letter. That letter is your ticket. That's your gold ticket, your welcome letter. Get that welcome letter and follow the directions on the welcome letter. Don't do all the noise on Facebook just yet. My opinion. Even if you join Facebook, you look around, don't get distracted. This world distracts you all the time. Netflix. People just they're all disconnected. You remember how the HBO movies, don't even let me go there. But you can sit down, watch movies, your life is practically over. You spend hours. You don't want to do that. Learn. Stop. Turn off TV. If you can't take care of yourself, you still need income. Leave the TV alone. Stop being a consumer about everything. I got to sit out and go out to dinner. I got to go to this party and all that. Fine. You can do those things, but be able to afford to do those things. Stop right now. Get this education. 30 minutes a day. And just learn, immerse yourself in the materials. But do it in order, right? Get yourself a trade. Teach your children with you so they can have a trade. Let them go into 17, 18, 19 on up with another trade that they can take care of themselves. This does not cost anything. Make it a family business. Make it a family business. All these businesses out here need something. Why can't you be the resources for these businesses that you come in touch with anyway, that are definitely reaching out to you and want your money, right? Let them get the monies they need from you and you can get paid. All right. Thank you. I think this is more of a rant. If it's helped somebody, please share it and please like this page so I can keep this in the forefront. I want people to hear this information. And I am trying to grow a team of hungry people wanting to change their lives. I mean, I'm 60 this year, for crying out loud. I can't believe all the years that's gone by. But the thought of sitting back and just getting older without changing the direction of my future, I'm not having that. I refuse. I refuse. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to enjoy this world. I'm going to help people to the day I die. Okay? That's where it makes me feel good. You ever give something to somebody and they didn't expect it and they're like, oh, thank you so much. And then your heart is so filled. That's what it feels like to give. And so when you go into this business, I want you to think this way. You're giving. Don't think of yourself as a salesperson, because then you're going to be salesy, and we don't like to be sold, right? We don't like to be sold. We don't, it's not about us. If you can make it about the people that you're meeting, you'll be okay. All right. But always no, it's not about us. It's about the people that we're helping. If you can think about the people first, when you approach them, they'll remember you because you just made the difference. All right. Thank you for listening. I'll see you next time. I won't be so long to post again. Take care. Love you.